good now officially afternoon, here for day 4 of Battle of the All-Stars 2020, and we are here to announce the placement game. Winner gets 9th place, and going for number 9 Tennessee versus number 15 Kansas. I am the New Jersey Knight. Joined with me is
Kelly Kruger. Hello, hello.
We got a good one here. I'm really psyched. Really happy here. And we shall announce the rosters. I will start with Tennessee, and that is number 0, Stovall, number 00, Mage, 04, The Truth, number 100, Beast Mode, number 12, Soda Pop Ruckus, 121, Jigs, 151, Coke, 1989, Rocket Kitty, number 2, Baker, number 22, Jenny Haight, 220, Electra Cow, 23, Scintilla Lace, number 31, Pop Tart, number 329, Alita 1, number 53, Punch Bug, number 6, Trans Jan, number 7, AKA Rogue, number 81, Xzine, and your captain, 480, Quads of Chaos, or just Chaos. Your coaches are Mista, Dad, and Muse. And what about Kansas there?
For Kansas, we have number 12, Rolla, number 1337, Luna Shovegood, number 187, Sweet Assassin, number 2, Hippie Shin Kicker, number 232, Sophie Nominal, number 26, Shutter Speed, number 316, I lost my space. Jinja Ninja, number 317, Flipper, number 4, Jessica Boom, number 138, Hitney Spears, number 678, Triple B, number 7108, Vanilla Slice, number 777, No El Paso, number 8, Beef Body Hottie, number 87, Skilla, number 999, Bella Virus, and your captains are number 10, Olsen, number 86, Black Mamba, and number 89, Heart.
Okay, looks like we got number 480 for Tennessee, Chaos wearing the star.
Jamming against Hart for Kansas.
And we remember Hart from last time.
Yes. Got MVP on the first game. But Quads of Chaos, is that what you said? They are the jammers?
Quads of Chaos, yes.
Both very, very good, strong jammers out on the track for both teams. It's a nice way to start the jam. Definitely means both teams were taking this very seriously.
And it took about 35 seconds to get a lead jammer, and that is Chaos.
Followed closely. Oh, it is you. Hart sent to the penalty box for Kansas.
But I didn't
leaving.
announce
It's because
Hart.
You're sitting next to me.
Oh, is that it?
It is. We didn't have this conversation. We forgot to say you're not allowed to be around Kansas announcing anything, so Hart doesn't go in the penalty box.
Well, that's tough because I'm announcing Tennessee as they have been my team 3rd year running.
Awesome.
I'm happy. I'm honored to be the voice of Tennessee, as I got to know several of them over the past couple of years.
That's awesome. I forced adoption by Team Kansas. I kind of told them that even though it's my first year, they need to adopt me, and I need to be their voice.
And maybe that'll happen. What happened with me with Tennessee? Yeah. They adopted me and you come back here next year, you get Kansas.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Yes.
Chaos.
Another 4 points up on the board. 8 total this jam.
And Hart released from the Apex penalty box, fighting off number 22. Scooching past number Alita. Can't see the number, but able to fight through.
Alita 1 is 329.
Thank you. But that was, I believe, the first time Kansas has started their first jam and not scored any points throughout this tournament.
I know that is a rare opportunity that Hart was not lead jammer.
Also true. I was trying to forget that part.
And we got, I see a very tall Tennessee jammer, so that means it's Pop-Tart.
Yeah, Tennessee's going to have to come around a little bit. Oh, no, you said it. It was Pop-Tart. Oh, my gosh. For Kansas, looks like it's Vanilla Slice. Trying to slice her way through on that inside line. Hot on Pop-Tart's tail. Looks like Pop-Tart was telling the rest of Team Tennessee, let's run it. Let's go. Keep skating. We need to make sure Vanilla doesn't get any points. And they have left Kansas scoreless.
3 points picked up by Pop-Tart. Had to call it off as quite the Speedy McGee herself, Vanilla Slice.
Yes.
Trying to cut through the pack, pick up as any points possible. But Tennessee calls it off. Very smart move there by Pop-Tart.
And I overheard, I believe the Truth is jamming for Tennessee.
Last time we saw the Truth.
They brought all that Truth, all of it. Gaining MVP for that game, too, because they were amazing.
And that is number 4.
Jessica Boom.
That's right, Jessica Boom.
All the exclamation points, capital letters on Boom. Is your lead jammer. Skating through, I've already got 1 point. Kansas was able to contain one of the Tennessee blockers. But by the time the jam is called, she picks up all 4 points. This time, the first jammer to score for Team Kansas, picking up 4 points, leaving Tennessee scoreless, but it's still 15-4. And just a reminder, this is a full 60-minute game.
We're back to regular derby.
Regular derby. All the things are true. 7 penalties or foul out. You get to retain your official review if you win it.
In each period, and 3 timeouts for the game, just like normal derby. Oh, we got Trans Jam jamming for Tennessee, but we got a track cut called on Trans Jam. Going to serve 30 seconds.
Yes, which gives Kansas and their jammer Rolla a power jam, which but it looks like there might be a cut track called on Rolla. I was just about to say Kansas takes advantage of those power jams, but unfortunately being sent to the penalty box when Trans Jam was standing, so it means Rolla is going to be sitting a lot longer than I know Team Kansas would like her to.
Yes. Jammer Do-si-do as Trans Jam out there. This is her initial.
Tiptoeing through.
And since both jammers went to the penalty box, we're going to full 2 as we are in the halfway point of the jam clock. Jam number 4.
And Kansas trying to do what they do best, which means containing that jammer. You have Black Mamba number 8, which is
number 86. We have Black Mamba.
Oh, I was saying the other. We have Beef Body Ohadi.
Yes.
And number 232 blocking so phenomenal.
And
doing a fantastic job of holding on to Trans Jam so that way Rolla was released from the penalty box. She was able to get through on her initial pass.
And Rolla through on her initial pass. 4 points for Trans Jam.
And Trans Jam again being caught up in that Kansas 4 wall. Again, doing what got them past 15, holding on to that jammer, but able to get through, picking up 4 points.
And yes, Ducky, that is Ducky 42, good old Ducky. Ref fact, we hate 2-minute jams as much as the players. I believe you. But if you know Ducky, he hates most things.
We have Hart jamming for Kansas.
Hart back out there, and for Tennessee, it's Pop-Tart. 2 very strong jammers.
Looking like Punch Bug and Electric Cow going up to the front, but not able to contain Hart. Lead jammer status
the
goes
arm
to
is
Kansas.
Up, so I can say lead jammer goes to Hart. Hot on her heels is Pop-Tart.
But
no, sorry, that is AKA Rogue. I apologize.
Hart staring deep into Electric Cow and Punch Bug's eyes, flipping through, getting past, calling it off, getting her 4 points.
But 3 on the board for Rogue. Oh. So a different, so just like yesterday, this seems to be the rotation for, not yesterday, but previously on Friday, it seems to be the rotation for Team Tennessee. Chaos starting it off with Pop-Tart, Truth, Trans Jam, and Rogue. Let's see how long that goes.
And it looks like we have Vanilla Slice back on the track. Trying to make sure I'm right.
Again, yes, you are correct,
Okay.
Vanilla Slice. We apologize to the people listening to the feed. We are at turn 1, so we cannot see the jammers' numbers. So
especially when all the blockers are doing the greatest things of hitting them out and pulling them back, and we're like, oh, but we want to know who's jamming. Vanilla Slice getting through, getting 4, leaving Tennessee leaving Tennessee scoreless. Kansas picking up 4 points.
And that is a 10-point lead now for Tennessee, 26-16. Tennessee in red, Kansas in blue.
And remember, both teams are fighting for
9th and 10th place.
9th and 10th place. Tennessee want to stay at 9th. Kansas already at like a, all right, we're already up. We're good, but they still want to win.
Doesn't a single digit look better than a double digit? Yeah.
Double digits.
So that's what they want.
Single digit, yes.
Oh, and it looks like Pop-Tart again. Jessica Boom.
Boom. Jessica Boom is your lead jammer for Kansas. Look like Sweet Assassin trying to hold on to the pivot.
Another 4. Hit it and quit it. Called it off.
Kansas is closing that gap. It's now 26-20.
Here's a fun fact. All of the scoring jams for Kansas, all 4 points.
All 4
5
points.
in total. 5 times 4 is 20. That's math.
That is math. You're so good at math. But
I math good.
It definitely goes to show you
I math goodly.
You know, you can do 4 hit it and quit it and just inch your way up,
and get
closing
right
that
back,
gap.
back in the game.
You're right back in the game.
Now they're within 6. Looks like we got the truth. The truth is indeed out there.
As the truth going up against a 3-wall of Kansas blockers.
Oh, Rolla goes down along with Mage, hops right back up.
Both still fighting for lead jammer and inching through. Rolla is the lead. The truth right there, and Rolla's like, no, the truth,
not the truth.
we're not going to let the truth through. I'm going to call it. I'm going to make sure we shut this down. Might as well leave both of us scoreless, then let Tennessee get another point.
A new jam starts. Anything can happen. As we got number 89, Hart for Kansas, taking on Trans Jam. Vanilla, some jammer love there.
Yes, they were hugging. That was amazing.
Always love to see 2 jammers go, oh, hey, how are you doing? How you doing?
Right.
Whistle blows, "Arr," and then they go. It's always amazing to watch.
I like you until the whistle blows.
Trans Jam through. 2 left to beat.
Yeah, no El Paso going to the Apex penalty box. Olsen and Beefbody Ohadi trying to draw that cut. They did.
They did. Track cut called on Trans Jam. Second for Trans Jam.
Yeah, so Hart trying to fight off Electric Cow, but having to drive towards an additional 3 blockers for Tennessee. Olsen coming back for some offense. Able to stay in bounds is Hart through, and the lead now since Trans Jam went to the penalty
I was
box.
about to say the lead was open. Hart could have gotten it, and indeed did. Second lead jam status for Hart.
And Beefbody Ohadi trying to help out Hart on that inside line, or on the outside line rather, between turn 2 and turn 3, getting Hart through, getting 4
Barely
points.
stayed in there. It was looking a little iffy for a couple of them, but amazing ability from Hart as Trans Jam released from the penalty box.
Through on their
makes it
initial.
through her initial.
Yes. And Hart looking, saying, oh, there's Trans Jam coming up behind me. Let me call that off. Kansas picking up 8 points. Lead change to Kansas, 28, Tennessee 26, and we have an official timeout.
Is it official timeout or Kansas timeout?
It is
Kansas timeout.
Kansas timeout.
So we're not going to take too long here, but we're going to take just long enough to say Spank Alley is the only fully adjustable roller derby armbands on the market. They ship worldwide, so check them out at www.spankalley.com.au. And we got some sociopath. Yes, go Hart. Oops, Hart. Hey, spelling. Just like I don't math good sometimes.
Yeah, autocorrect was definitely made for me. I cannot spell worth anything, so yes.
So I'd like to hear you out there in the chat room. We'd like to interact with all in the chat room. Let me hear it. Who you got? You got Kansas, got Tennessee.
We got some purple heart love. Can you tell Heart Drunky loves her? Will do.
We will. Once the game is over. We're like, hey, Drunky loves you.
We don't write them. We just tell you. It looks like Kansas will actually start this down 2 blockers. Beef Body Ohadi and No El Paso both
I
in
love
the Apex.
Beef Body Ohadi's helmet. She just flips it up.
Yes, it's a vision. Get that glare. You just pop it up.
Oh, we got a new jammer out here. 1989.
Kitty.
Rocket Kitty.
Jamming against Vanilla Slice for Kansas. Rocket Kitty is through and is your lead jammer. Skating past so fast. Getting 4 points. Causing a breeze over here. I got a little chilly from that Rocket Kitty.
No. We need more. It's quite hot in this building. We need all the breeze we can.
Rocket Kitty making it look easy. Even though we know all the hard work that goes into both jamming and blocking and playing roller derby in general.
Good track awareness there. Sees Kansas jammer approaching, calls it off. That's another lead change.
Yeah, it is another lead change. 33 Tennessee to Kansas 28.
I have a feeling that we might be saying the words lead change
often. A lot. All the best games say lead change.
And I'm okay with that. And do I see a Jessica? Boom. Taking on Chaos. Capital letters.
Yes. Chaos. So we have Chaos versus Boom.
All the capital letters has Chaos takes lead jam status for the second time.
Punchbug running up, trying to contain Jessica Boom since Quadza Chaos was the lead jammer, but missing. So Quadza Chaos looking to get some points and call it before Jessica does what she does. Which she did. Jessica Boom picking up 3 points.
3 or 2.
Kansas or 2. Chaos is 1.
That is 3 points for Jessica Boom. 1 for Chaos. Chipping away that lead. 3-point lead now in favor of Tennessee.
Looks like we have Triple B jamming for Kansas and is that Pop-Tart?
That is Pop-Tart.
Love us some tall jammers. Pop-Tart jamming for Tennessee. And Pop-Tart is through as your lead jammer for Tennessee.
Second lead jam status for Pop-Tart.
Beef Body Ohadi sent to the penalty box on a cut track. Pop-Tart skating through on that inside line, picking up 4 points. They really, honestly, all jammers are looking for that just little bit of space so that way they don't have to deal with any of the blockers. They can go through untouched. It's just like, Party of the Red Sea. It's just gorgeous. You like to see stuff like that.
Nice little fake out move there by Pop-Tart, allowing her to go through. That was number 86, Black Mamba.
Yes. Yeah, and Triple B has been utilized a lot more from the beginning of this tournament. Jammer, maybe 1 out of every. It
looks like we got a star pass here.
But yes, Beef Body Ohadi, a successful star pass from Triple B.
Let's see if Pop-Tart calls off the jam or is going to let the jam go by.
And that is a push out by 1337 for Kansas, which is Luna Shovegood and Black Mamba pushing Pop-Tart together on the outside line, being like, we're both going to go out, but we also see that you're calling it, so we're going to make sure you don't get any other points, and we're going to make sure our hips are in front, so we also hopefully aren't points.
Big jam there by Tennessee, a double-digit jam, 13 points. Expanding that lead. Oh, it's our favorite here. It's The Truth.
The Truth jamming against Hart.
I thought Hart was going to do it,
but
I
he was
just gently nudged to the inside. You don't belong here. You belong over there.
Yeah, it was. The Truth hit out by Olsen again. And no, El Paso having really great games this weekend. And you're also with that 3-wall with 8-7 from Kansas, which is Skilla.
Hart out in front. Arm goes up third, lead jam status. Working with 12 points, but maybe about 20 feet behind her is the Truth.
It'll be very interesting to see if they call it or if they try to keep it. The Truth bringing that knowledge, picking up 4 points to Hart's 2.
So the Truth, not having lead jam status, comes out on top in that jam 4-2. Looks like a number was miscalled.
Yes, and there might be an official timeout to discuss because
the clock has stopped. So yes, the official timeout is. They're going to talk about what just happened here. We think it's a number mispronunciation.
Yeah, it sounded like they were trying to call one of Kansas's blockers, but they weren't saying the right number. So I think that is what, that's just our guesstimation over here.
Yeah.
We're not really sure.
Absolutely, completely
they could be like,
wrong,
we were talking about the sky.
So many times.
What are you talking about? We're talking about the sky and the venue and like how the lights are flickering.
Got that after party, going to after party? Yeah, going to after party. All right, cool. All
they just might have wanted a break because both teams being juggernauts on the track right now. So all the wheels are moving forward. All the skating is happening.
Looking at the chat. Yeah, whoop, go Truth. Truth indeed.
A lot of love for Team Kansas, and I agree with you, Flip Flurry. I do love them all too, but I cannot wait for the PA game tonight against Florida, who stole that win from New York. You got to rewatch that game if you didn't watch it yesterday. Florida upsetting Team New York, the #1 seed,
and
friends.
If you didn't watch it today, go to the archive.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Chad's got them all still on the website. Says that they stay up for about 3 months, and then he's going to, in theory, bring them over to his YouTube channel, Nerd Derby, on the YouTubes. It has old Battle of the All-Stars if you want to go watch older games. Maybe even hear my voice, unfortunately. And I apologize if you dislike it. If you do like it, yay.
So a lot of love on the feed for Kansas. And then Trans Jam saying she's one of the nicest jammers. Which, I agree, they were hugging and high-fiving each other, Hart and Trans Jam. So that's I would say it was very indicative of her presence. Oh, yes, and also, of course, the Chad. See? The Chad is the best.
Am I getting this right here, that Centilly Lace used to skate for Kansas for Stone Cold Foxes?
Stop it. She's got some inside knowledge. That is amazing.
Now Centilly Lace playing for Nashville Roller Derby.
So we were completely wrong in our assessment that they were talking about a blocker. They were actually talking about the jammer. So it looks like Team Kansas will start with a power jam will not have the jammer fielding for this next jam. The Truth sent to the penalty box. So Kansas starts with a power start. And we are right now finding out all the delicious details, and NJ will let you know.
So we were kind of right. Only we just, it wasn't about Kansas, it was about Truth, saying something about 4:04. There was another 4 out there on the track, so they didn't know what the track call went to. But the track call did go to the Truth, and it looks like Jessica Boom will have the power start for 30 seconds. So let's see if Tennessee can contain them. They cannot. Jessica Boom takes lead jam status for the 3rd time, working with 11 points.
And it looks like if Chantilly Lace was on Kansas, they are giving her all the extra love right now. Olsen and number 2-6.
Track cut called on Jessica Boom.
At the same time, the Truth released from the penalty box, meeting Olsen and Shutter Speed at the top of turn 3.
So,
well, no
Ducky,
El Paso's
if you're
bridging.
still in the chat, 2 minute jams. Am I right? Am I right? I'm right, right?
Olsen, the last blocker to get through, and the Truth is through on their initial, and Olsen is actually sent to the penalty box, the Apex penalty box. So while Jessica Boom is standing, Kansas trying to hold on and contain. There was no El Paso, trying to no El Paso the Truth, but the Truth does Paso. Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah,
I enjoy me a good pun. That was nice. 4 more points up on the board there by Kansas. A 4-4 jam, but not for long as 4 more points go up on the board via the Truth.
Yeah.
The punishment is real. Yes, indeed it is. Thank you in the chat there, Flurry.
Oh, punishment. That was good.
Yeah. Another 4 points up there on the Truth.
And it looks like we have Kansas blockers trying to contain, but Jessica Boom able to accept that.
Apex jump there. Looks like maybe 2, definitely 2, maybe 3. That is 2 there at the end, giving 14 total for the Truth and Team Tennessee.
8 total for Jessica Boom.
With 8 of her own, giving her a total of 19. The Truth has a total of 18.
Very well done, Tennessee.
So
Agreed,
with
Druid.
10 minutes left in the first period, it is 65 for Tennessee, 41 for Kansas.
There is still 10 minutes left. That is right. It is a normal roller derby game, 30 minutes on per side.
Trans Jam and Vanilla Slice wearing the stars for their respective states.
Trans Jam trying to get through. Sweet Assassin, Black Mamba, number 2, Hippie Shin Kicker recycling back up, trying to continue to be a brace and hold on.
Black Mamba on her way to the penalty box. Kansas down a blocker, and Vanilla Slice recycled to the back. Trans Jam going to the front of the pack.
Tennessee trying to provide but Trans Jam still being held up by the remaining Kansas blockers.
And leader 1.
Sweet Assassin and
box.
number 2.
Track cut called.
Hippie. Okay, so yeah, you have Hippie Shin Kicker, Sweet Assassin.
Sorry. I saw arms go up for track cut. I guess it was not. I guess they were pulled down immediately. Helmet cover removed there by Vanilla Slice as Trans Jam takes lead jam status. Her first.
And there's a successful star pass to Sweet Assassin. Sweet Assassin fighting through 3 wall up between turn 2 and 3, tiptoeing on her toe stops, inching through, able to get through and be through their initial pass, with Trans Jam calling the jam.
4 points up on the board there by Trans Jam, giving her a total of 12.
Yeah, that was definitely a good exhibition of what Team Kansas does, is what got them here to the fight for 9th or 10th place, because as blockers, they can contain. You get them in their right nice sweet spot, and they are not letting that jammer go anywhere.
Tennessee captain, Quads of Chaos, or Chaos, wearing the star for Tennessee. It looks like Rolla for Kansas. Multiplayer block called on 317 for Kansas. That is Flipper, the captain. Third lead jam status for Chaos and Tennessee.
Getting hit out by Black Mamba on that outside line, being drawn back. Black Mamba looking to 1-3-3-7. Luna Shovegood for assistance, bringing the jammer up to her.
Oh,
But able to Chaos able to, like, that is amazing to retain inbound by after being hit by Beef Body Ohadi.
Scoring pass there by Chaos. Yet another one. Another 4 points go up on the board. 8 total in this jam.
And not to be undone, Beast Mode hitting Rolla out on the outside line right here on turn 1. Having to recycle all the way back. Being joined by 151 Cope for Tennessee. And AKA Rogue as well.
Chaos fell down there and slow to get up, but back on her feet. 12 points total there for Tennessee.
But Quads of Chaos actually going to be assessed by the medical staff just to make sure. We love Derby, but we always want to make sure all of our players are healthy and able to do what they do best while they have been skating for 4 days now.
Pop-Tart up for Tennessee.
Jamming against Hart. Tennessee doing a great job of slowing down Hart.
And Olsen knocking Pop-Tart, recycling all the way to the back. But Pop-Tart got lead on that, but didn't break through. So if Hart does get through, as she did on her initial,
that was
Pop-Tart immediately said, nope, I'm going to call this off. Shut it down. And that was a good, 45 seconds knocked off the clock. No points there. 81-41, a 40-point lead there for Tennessee. 5 minutes left in the first period.
Looks like
if we're going with the
Jessica Boom jamming for Team Kansas.
And that is number 7, a.k.a. Rogue for Tennessee. Sneaks in on the inside, her first lead jam status.
And Jessica Boom jumping the apex, trying to catch a.k.a. Rogue. And Rogue's telling her team, let's go. Let's run this.
Let's go.
Let's skate. Let's do
get
this.
that breeze going.
Yeah,
the announcers
we appreciate
need that
the breeze.
Come on. I'm sure that's not the only reason.
Yeah, they were whoa. Just saw Jessica Boom do a hard, sweet hockey stop right in front of us.
Right in front of us.
That was sick.
That was about maybe, I don't know, 12, 14 inches in front of my face. But 1 point goes up on the board there at the end for Rogue.
We have one blocker in the Apex penalty box for team.
Your co-captain for Tennessee, 00 Mage.
There you go, for Tennessee. So they will start down one blocker. Trans Jam trying to redo the magic. And I'm sorry, it was Rocket Kitty.
Rocket Kitty sneaks on through. Lead jam status for the second time.
Able to juke past Olsen. Not an easy feat. So that alone, Rocket Kitty gets my applause. Hart not too far behind Rocket Kitty, but Rocket Kitty calls off the jam before Hart's able to score any points.
No, Rocket Kitty gets 3 points while calling it off.
And number 2 sent to for Tennessee, sent to the penalty box. I believe that was a forearm.
That's number 2 Baker with the forearm call.
And you have
got Pop-Tart and it looks like Vanilla Slide. No, Rolla.
Rolla for Kansas.
Just saw her number, and Pop-Tart pops up with a third lead jam status, working with 16 points. About 2.5 minutes left in the period. Let's see if Tennessee can throw on a few more points going into intermission. Through on her initial is Rolla.
Yeah, that was a lovely, outside shove by one of her blockers, Abella Virus, trying to give her a little momentum after she got through those Tennessee blockers.
And number 86, Black Mamba, once again going green for the Planet, recycling jammer all the way to the back of the pack.
That is NJ on the call, beautiful Banshee.
Hey, Banshee. We miss you here.
We like announcer love, too, so that's awesome that you recognized NJ and it was like, what's up?
She must have gone, that guy has a lot of stats. That must be NJ. And we got Star Pass there, too, 999.
Bella Virus.
Oh, Virus.
Looks like there is a Tennessee blocker in the Apex penalty box.
3 more points there at the end, 6 total.
And it looks like, was that 4 or 3 for Kansas?
That was
I guess
3.
It was 3.
Okay.
So
it was 6 total.
We math good sometimes.
Yay, math.
All right, so we have Jessica Boom jamming for Kansas and
The Truth.
The Truth. Just
again, relentless.
Amazing athletic. Everyone amazingly athletic, but there's just a little something, a little special about The Truth.
1 left to beat, but that 1 is Olsen again.
Yeah, and then had a little help by No El Paso.
So number 77. No, Olsen gets called.
As they release Cope from Tennessee. And The Truth is your lead jammer.
The Truth is out there with lead jam. Yeah, I did it.
The X-Files.
And it looks like the period clock is coming down to 0. Jam clock will take over. I heard that hit from over here.
Yeah, then they are called on, I'm not sure what that was they were called. I'm assuming it was a back block, but I could be wrong, on number 53 for Tennessee.
That's punch bug. Jam has been called off, and not before 1 more point goes up on the board. 5 total for that jam.
So the score is now 98 for Tennessee. Kansas has 47.
And it looks like we have a 10-minute intermission as opposed to 15s.
But it was 15 the last 2 games? Yeah.
No, they immediately go right to, I'll explain later.
Okay.
But before we get going, New England Roller Derby would like to thank their production sponsor, Sociopath. Sociopath is a skater-run business offering size-inclusive leggings and shorts.
Leggings.
Designs to fit you with 7 different lengths and pockets.
Pockets!
She is sure to have a style that works for your body. Team colors, custom prints, and group discounts are available. Also offering dozens of armband and helmet cover options. She's got you covered. Please see sociopath.ca/nerd for 10% off your next order. And we will be back with the conclusion of Tennessee and Kansas. Tennessee 98, Kansas 47. Actually, no, we will not. I looked up and the sign of the cheeseburger is up there.
We're allowed to say cheeseburger because it's lunchtime.
It is lunchtime. Or veggie burger if you're out there, if you're a veggie. Or
Beyond Burger, Impossible Burger.
Impossible Burger. Or maybe
Lentil Burger.
Maybe you like chicken sandwiches.
Chicken sandwiches. Turkey burger.
Turkey burger.
Yeah.
Or pork roll.
Pork roll.
Pork rolls are always good. I got me a pork roll yesterday, and I loved it.
I got me a lobster roll yesterday.
I can't have lobster because of the allergy and stuff.
That is so unfortunate. I will have one for you today. It was so buttery and delicious by one of the food trucks out here.
We don't know exactly what the official review is.
Oh, yeah, we don't. But while we're waiting, let us give some love to 187 Killer Pads, having been designed and constructing pads for top professional athletes for the past decade. Started by a longtime skater and a family-owned upholstery shop, 187 Killer Pads have since become the preferred choice of skaters worldwide. With its visionary designs and revolutionary systems, 187 Killer Pads continues to lead the way in raising industry standards and making protective gear better. Follow them on Instagram and on the web at www.187killerpads.com. Ooh, someone's coming to tell us what happened. Thank you so much. We appreciate
so it
you.
Looks like Tennessee was asking for a low block by Kansas on the jammer, which was the truth. OPR contract above knee, no call stands. Thank you so much for letting us know that, so we can let the fans out there know. And that looks like it's going to be intermission.
Yes.
I did not hear the long whistle yet.
There's still some conversations happening by all of our awesome officials, which we always.
They want to make sure they get it right.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The one good thing about BOTAS is when you have a tournament like this, you can get newer NSOs, newer refs out there so they can learn, because there's so much derby happening that you have. You can get your experience during the weekend. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, it is the Tennessee-Kansas game for 9th and 10th place. Tennessee trying to hold on to 9th place, where Kansas trying to claim 9th place, because 9th looks a whole heck of a lot better, as my lovely co-announcer NJ said, than double digits. I am Kelly Kruger here with the magical
New Jersey Knight. And we're just going to go over some scores, some point totals real quick. Chaos has 25, Pop-Tart has 20, The Truth has 23, Trans Jam with 12, AKA Rogue with 4, and Rocket Kitty with 14. Going on the Kansas side, Heart with 14, Vanilla Slice with 10, Jessica Boom with 19, and Rolla with 4, and that is from the unofficial official stats that are really official and probably wrong. I might have missed one or two in there, but what is for sure, Tennessee 98, Kansas 47, a 51-point lead, and 30 minutes to go. Maybe even more. You know, sometimes we get some free derby at the end of it.
Definitely true. Timeouts, official reviews, all of the things. Kansas only using one of their timeouts. Tennessee not using any of their timeouts or their official review.
And look at us jabbing around while
Hart is sent to the penalty box, and Quads of Chaos is through as your lead
Chaos
jammer.
takes it. Looked like Hart got out in front first, and then the refs kind of converse, and then no, Hart goes to the penalty box
because
Chaos gets the power jam for the next 20 seconds or so.
And it looks like a high block being called on Olsen.
Spin move there on the inside by Chaos, putting up 4 points. Tennessee hitting the century mark.
Oh, nice. So you have No El Paso and Black Mamba containing the Chaos, to be joined by Beefbody Ohadi and getting a forearm called on Quads of Chaos. Hart through sweet apex jump, getting through on her initial, but now Hart has a power jam as 2 of the Kansas blockers are sent to the penalty box.
You got Punch Bug, Electra Cal out there. Jenny Haight, one left to beat there. That's Punch Bug. The pivot does so, putting up 4 points, matching Chaos's 4 with about 30 seconds left in the jam.
Definitely looks like Kansas is trying to provide a little offense, but quickly having to reset because Quads of Chaos is through and out of the penalty box.
Pushes on through. Pushes Olsen through.
Yeah.
Not easy.
No.
4 more points go up on the board. And yes, in the chat room, Chaos's footwork is underrated.
Drew, you missed a lot of Chaos love in the first half. We were gushing super hard over Quads of Chaos.
And speaking of Chaos, that is 10 total for that jam, 8 total for Hart.
And you got Black Sabbath cheering on Tennessee. We've got a Hey
Love that
Husher.
name, Black Sabbath.
Yes. I like anyone who has Stab in their name.
Oh, or any type of Black Sabbath, one of my favorite bands.
Aha. They put out a new album.
They're always putting out a new album.
Ozzy put out a new album. Sorry.
We got Jessica Boom with lead jam status. That is her 4th. She's working with 19 points.
And trying to contain Pop-Tart was No El Paso, but Pop-Tart through, inching up on Jessica Boom. She gets 4 points, calls it off before Pop-Tart's able to retain any points.
Last time we had Jessica Boom's name in our mouth, she was literally approaching our face and our lives flashed before our eyes.
That's not the way I want to learn how to do a hockey stop, just saying.
As we got The Truth wearing the star for Tennessee. She's working with 23 points, only 1 lead jam status.
We got to, come on, Kansas, we need 50-point jam right here. Let's go. I mean, let's be honest. Like, what else are they doing? I mean,
before the rule was changed, when it used to be 5 points for a grand
yes,
slam, that was not possible. That was not out of the realm of possibility.
But yeah, we have Vanilla Slice jamming for Kansas. And the Truth being held up. Bella Virus catching her on the outside line, drawing her back, bringing the Truth towards Black Mamba and Olsen, which you kind of don't want to be have to deal with.
No, but while all that was happening, Vanilla Slice takes lead jam status for the second time, working with 10 points. Nifty little footwork there on the outside lane, putting up 4 points for Kansas.
And Bella Virus and Olsen able to recycle to the front with Shutter and Black Mamba containing the Truth on, I think it's just backwards, on between 2 and 3. And Vanilla Slice trying to slice her way through the Tennessee wall, able to do a little hip action, toe stopping on that outside and pick up 4 more points before calling off the jam. Again, Kansas doing what Kansas does best, holding on to the Truth, because you can't let the Truth through. She will lap and do all of the point magic that she has been doing this game. So they really needed that stoppage.
Yes. So with that, it's 108-67, 8-0 jam. That's exactly what Kansas needs. If they could do a few more of those, they'd be back in this game. What are we looking at?
It was Whitney Spears, Team Kansas. Kelly Kruger, thank you for the loving our team. Listen, Whitney, I told your coach that I wanted to be adopted by your team, so I'm just saying.
So if you could start the adoption papers, that would be great. Yes.
That'd be awesome.
As we got Rocket Kitty wearing the star for Tennessee. At least I think it's Rocket Kitty. She's moving so fast that I can't really see exactly who that is. But on the inside,
oh,
no, she almost stuck it.
Cut on a cut track for Rocket Kitty.
But that's exactly what Kansas and Rolla need.
Yeah.
Second lead jam status for Rolla.
But I really wanted Rocket Kitty to stay out there because she's so fast. She gives us so much of a breeze when she comes through on turn 1, and we really appreciate that.
We really do enjoy the breeze.
Nice defense done
Big
by,
hit by Scintilla
Lace. And Mage, right? That's 0-0. Mage,
co-captain Mage.
That was amazing defense by the Tennessee team.
So only 2 points there by Rolla, but they did something more important. They iced the jammer, so at least 10 seconds, and they're going to send out Hart, who has all of our hearts.
So I will say jalapeno business, swooning over Mamba and Enigma working together. We know Enigma is now Olsen for Team Kansas.
And again, power start for Hart. Arm goes up, power jam still for Hart. Fourth lead jam status, working with 22 points. Released from the penalty box is Rocket Kitty. So we're at full strength 5-on-5.
Yeah, Rocket Kitty trying to go head-to-head against Beef Body Ohadi, and then was like, I'm going to try another option and go to the outside line. But then they were met with no El Paso and Olsen.
The crowd erupts as Hart gets through, kind of stumbled, got hit by Tennessee defense blocker, fell down again, and then continued. Fell down again and is continuing another 4 points.
And
8
Hart,
total.
Yes, Hart was looking to the bench to figure out what they should do. They're looking like they're going to keep going. They're trusting the Kansas blockers.
That is another track cut called on Rocket Kitty. Another 30 seconds for Hart. You do not want to give Hart 30 seconds.
No, you want to give Hart 15 seconds, 10 seconds. But they did a smart thing. They are going to hold Rocket Kitty in the penalty box for Tennessee. That was 11 points for Hart, pushing us up to 80. So we haven't gotten that 50 points that we were requesting online. But we'll take 80 points to 108.
Chipping away.
And there is an official timeout.
Official timeout, sorry.
Oh, they want Rocket Kitty to be assessed by the medical staff. Again, safety is our highest priority when we're playing roller derby, and especially 4 days of roller derby. We are making sure all of our skaters are in tip-top health, able to
So it looks like Kitty is going to sit for a little while, and Chaos
I think
will
it was
serve.
a concussion call. I think
Gotcha.
I think Rocket Kitty hit her head. So they have the concussion protocol that you have to sit. I think it's 2 jams?
2 or 3.
2 or 3 jams.
If you know it out in the chat, let us know. Ducky, 2 or 3?
Let's see. We have bodies flying everywhere. Yeah, that was a
3
that
jams.
was a rough jam right there.
So,
okay,
yes, 3
thank
jams.
you.
So we got was a 51-point differential. Now is a 28-point differential.
Listen, you subtracted things without paper and a pen. I am impressed, sir. I was like, there's 108, carry the nope, 08, there's a 5. Oh, I'm done. But yeah, 28. Now I got it in my head. I said all that nonsense out loud and got 28.
It looks like Jessica Boom will get the power start.
Getting knocked
and
out
pack
by
advantage for Kansas.
Beast mode.
Beast mode. That's how you have to say beast mode.
Oh, okay. We'll do.
Jessica Boom takes lead jam status, her 5th, and Kansas slowly creeping in.
Yeah. And able to take that hit off of Chantilly Lace and stay in bounds again, going up against Beast Mode and Beast Mode.
Beast Mode.
And staying in bounds, getting 4 points.
So Chaos and Alita 1 released from the penalty box. So full strength, 5-on-5. And Jessica Boom takes another 4, puts them up on the board. 20-point lead now. What was once 51, now 20. As Tennessee goes down, initial pass for Chaos. And Boom decides to no pass, no penalty on that. Only 3 points there at the end. 11 total.
Yes, keeping Tennessee scoreless for yet another jam. Kansas able to increase their score to 91. There's math involved.
That's a 17
Thank
point
you.
now. 17-point differential.
Oh, because the 8 minus 1 is 7 and 10 minus 9 is 1. You guys, I'm learning math.
Math Goodly.
So
that should be your new derby name, Math Goodly.
Yes, we have
Pop-Tart. 4th lead jam status, working with 20 points. Pop-Tart, an amazing Battle of the All-Stars 2019 last year. If I remember, she was the MVP of the tournament.
I mean, Pop-Tart's doing an amazing job. She basically drove into Black Mamba and Olsen. Olsen absorbed that hit chest on chest and then turned around, sat down, trying to get their hips in front of Pop-Tarts. Black Mamba able to do a nice clean shoulder check hit, forcing Pop-Tart into the ref lane.
But ref's like, nah, we're good. 3 points on the board. So definitely needed those points to put a 2 in front of that lead, a 20-point lead. And they've kind of hit a stride of not, the defense kind of hit and missing while Kansas taking advantage, doing 8-point jams, 11-point jams. Now maybe Tennessee can hunker down, as I think AKA Rogue, official timeout. And they're checking with the medics to see if make sure everything is good. As we got someone from Tennessee is in the penalty, not in penalty box, on the bench, shaken up. Can't see who the number is.
It's Bug. It's 5-3.
It's Punch Bug. Punch Bug is
being assessed
by the medic. So with just 18:52 left in the game, a 20-point lead for Tennessee, 111-91.
And it looks like we also have a Kansas skater.
Oh, that is Vanilla Slice.
Yes, being assessed by medical as well. Everyone is definitely leaving it all on the track during this game. And it's day 4, so your
body hurts.
Of leaving it all on the track for 4 days. There are things that are, getting like loved just a little bit too much. Someone, when you get that hit in the same spot over and over again, you get that dead leg, you start seeing stars. Everyone's always making sure that they are being checked out. And
it looks like Beast Mode is taking the well-deserved free time to get her lips ready.
Listen, the one thing that I love about roller derby is all of the makeup that stays on during a game. It is a mind-blowing experience. I'm always astonished and just amazed by all of the beautifulness on folks' faces that stay on folks' faces for a 60-minute game.
Okay, so with all of that, it looks like we're ready to start the jam. Like I said, a.k.a. Rogue and Rolla.
That's Rolla on the line for Kansas, a.k.a. Rogue. Will wear the scarf for Tennessee.
Solid defense there. 1 left to beat. That was Mage. Rolla. 3rd league jam status.
For Kansas. Looking like no El Paso is getting sent to the penalty box.
And we got Mage, we got Beast Mode.
And Bella
and a
Virus.
Star Stash.
Yeah. Containing Rogue, and then Olsen hitting them out on the outside line, recycling Rogue all the way back to the jammer start.
Nice little
Black
pick
Mamba.
there by Black Mamba.
Listen,
She's everywhere.
You heard Mage just say no as Black Mamba came for her. We had the same, you have, Black Mamba coming to you, only thing that's coming out of your mouth is no.
Yeah, pretty much. That is 4 points. Hit it and quit it. Called it off. 16-point lead now for Tennessee. Again, chipping away.
We have Hart jamming for Kansas.
Going against the captain. That is Chaos, number 480.
There's a multiplayer call on.
And Chaos just throwing everyone out of the way, saying, I want lead for the 5th time, and she got it, working with 35 points.
And that was Black Mamba sent to the penalty box on a multiplayer.
Sneaking in on the inside lane is Chaos, 4 points,
but
right behind
her, just the most amazing inbound footwork I've seen today on his heart, right on Chaos's tail.
So Tennessee gets those 4 points back, back to 20-point lead for Tennessee. 115 though, 95, 16, 42 left in the game, and I see a tall Tennessee jammer, so that's Pop-Tart.
And
official timeout.
Oh, it's Jessica Boom. Jessica Boom. And Beast Mode, all both on the track.
Yes. So the refs are going to check with the scoreboard there. Looks like everything seems to be in order.
I think they might be talking about a Kansas point or two. I mean, I just see the Kansas coach over there, so I think he's trying to.
And some track maintenance there.
And all right, looks like
Game's got me on edge. Yes, indeed, me too.
My watch just told me to take a break because my heart rate is too high. Listen, we cannot give you a medical assistant, so please take some deep breaths.
Jessica Boom takes lead jam status. That is her 6th time, working with 34 points. Pop-Tart about a half a lap behind her.
And Sweet Assassin trying to provide some well-needed from these Tennessee blockers. But Jessica Boom saw the Tennessee jammer coming up and was like, no, got to call it, can't give him a point.
Only 2 points there for Kansas. 18-point lead now. And the Truth. Truth hopefully wants to be set free here as needs lead jam status to cushion that Tennessee lead. She is working with 23 points, and yet we have another timeout.
For Team Kansas. Team Kansas calling a timeout?
No, official timeout. Looks so track maintenance, a little more track maintenance. Track is taking a licking here.
4 days, it's definitely.
Okay, it was Kansas timeout, then official timeout. Now it looks like it is a Kansas timeout.
Like, just kidding.
I don't know what's going on. My brain is mush. This is day 4 of lots of roller derby. What you got there? You want to say some sponsors?
Sure. Talk about 888. Derby isn't your typical sport. It's more like carefully choreographed mosh pit on wheels. That's why we make protective gear specially designed for those who lay it all out there on the track. We cover heads, elbows, wrists, knees, hips, and yes, even butts. Because being derby ready is one thing, but being derby dominant is another. Check them out on their website at www.888.com and also find them on Instagram.
Okay, and in the chat room, any update on Punch Bug? The medics were doing the concussion tests. I do not know what was going on. It looks like the medic walked away, so that seems to be good news. And Punch Bug is staying on the track. Update on Rocket, she's also still in the bench, so it looks like both have been cleared, but because of the 3 jam rule, they're going to sit out a few jams.
What he said.
And again, don't take my word for that. You know, we don't have access to the medics, but it's looking positive.
And the Truth is recycled back by Black Mamba. Ebola virus on the outside.
Alita 1, recycling Hart all the way to the back. That's a 3-wall with Stovall. Alita 1, and I can't get that third one.
You have Jenny Haight.
Jenny Haight is in there too, making a 4.
Both sets of blockers doing excellent defense.
That's 220 Electric Cal. No, yes, 220 Electric Cal. All 4 huddled on Hart. And the Truth out in front, but not lead. Lead is still open. No, excuse me. No, it is not.
No lead. There we go.
There it is.
Hart is lead. Thought that was the case. I think they just needed to
look at each other, make sure.
The jammer refs needed to lock eyes.
Yep.
Like, did you call it? No. Okay,
yes,
I can.
no.
I can. Are you sure? Yes. Great. Yes.
Okay, cool. 0-0 framed there. Still an 18-point lead. After all of that, still 18-point lead. And we have surpassed halftime of the second period, so under 15 minutes left. Coming up on 14 minutes left in the game. We got Chaos out there wearing the star.
And
against
Lone Bone is right in front of me, so I can't see. I think it's Jessica Boom. Skating in on that inside line. She heard us say that we couldn't see her, so she's like, I got you guys. I'm going to skate on the inside line.
I'll make sure you see me as I pass by with my 7th lead jam status. Working with 36 points. Hot on her heels is Chaos. Is that an apex jump?
Listen, that was amazing. She jumped, she turned, she went down, and she called off that jam because you need to do it when you have Chaos skating as fast as she can, knowing she's coming in brute force.
Here it is.
Oh, what? Yes, replay of that magic. See how close Chaos was to Jessica Boom. Look at that turn. Look, there she goes, but right there is Chaos. So, yes, amazing.
14-point lead now for Tennessee as we got Pop-Tart going up against
Rolla? Number
Yes,
12,
Rolla.
Yes.
And Pop-Tart, not to be denied, fifth lead jam status, 23 points so far.
And Beef Body Ohadi sent to the Apex penalty box.
So Kansas down their pivot.
So Rolla might be dying a little bit inside when you're like, I'm gonna give this to my pivot. No, my pivot just went to the penalty box. I gotta keep doing this on my own.
Shoving blockers out of the way and putting up 4 points is Pop-Tart. Rolla also threw on her initial. Going in backwards is Pop-Tart, and then calling off, see if she got one. Yes, she did.
1 point,
indeed.
leaving Tennessee scoring 1 point, making that 5 total, and Kansas 0.
And as close as this game is, that 1 point might be it. Like, that 1 point might make a difference. 19-point lead here. Just under 12 minutes left, 11:52 left in this game. As Boom definitely getting some love, deservingly so.
Need slow-mo on that. So we do have a team timeout for Tennessee.
So Tennessee is going to talk it over, get some strategy going, and maybe try to get what was working for them in the first half. Or maybe that strategy is working. They're just tired.
Right.
You know, maybe it's wearing down. Maybe Kansas found a fire and lit it up. So after being up by 51, the lead was cut down to 20, and now it looks like it's just kind of hovering around the 15 to 20 point differential.
Looks like. If you would love to donate to Nerd Derby and help cover stream costs, you can do that. So check out that feed, click a link, toss some dollars over to Nerd Derby. The Chad kind of deserves it because this is an excellent feed I've been watching when I've not been here, and it's top notch, guys.
And yes, this game is stressing me out in the best possible way as well. They're ballsy 8.
So we got some Let's Go Tennessee love out there. Now there's an official timeout because we love leaving everyone in suspense over this game. Okay, so let's see. We can thank our tournament organizer and founder of BOTAS, Vanessa V. Divasites, and the game tournament oversight, Pinky and the Braun, and Samantha Temple. The tournament head referees are Brace and Queen Victoria. Tournament head NSOs are
Coco Nut Chanel and Quick Racing. Tournament head photography is Andrew Keys. Tournament head announcers Gretchen Little and Ken Smith. I still maintain that guy should run for office.
Sounds political.
Yes. Tournament bracket rules, policies, and procedure is Caitlin Estes. Social media, some guy named The Chad.
The Chad.
And head of registration and team wrangler, number 1 in both of our hearts,
yes.
Samantha Flowers.
Yes, Thumper. We have definitely agreed that you just don't say no to Thump. So if she's like, you need to do something, we're both like,
okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, what game is next? Next we have, thank you, the Chad, pulling up the bracket. It is, what time is it? 12:15. 12. It's Sunday.
So it will be California taking on number 5 Colorado, taking on number 2 Colorado for 7th place. 7th place, and then right after that, around 3:50, probably around 4. Number 4 Texas takes on number 7 Montana for 5th place. And what was that call there, Kelly?
It looks like Beef Body Ohadi was ejected for an egregious back block and direction from that last timeout or official review.
So Kansas down
one
of their
top
blockers. But that's not going to distress Hart, as Hart takes 6th league jam status. working with 33 points. Chaos also out there. 4 points swallowed back up by Kansas. 15-point lead now.
Yeah, that was Sweet Assassin, number 317, their captain Flipper. No El Paso and Olsen as the blockers for Kansas. Chaos able to, so close to get through, but getting called on a forearm, which gives a power jam to Kansas. And I've said it time and time again, they have always capitalized on the power jams that they get. Having Hart as their jammer right now is a good thing. Calling it off after 12 points, freezing Chaos in the penalty box. But I mean, not to be discouraged, Chaos comes out of that penalty box on a mission. She uses that time
legit on fire
to refocus and mess some stuff up.
So with 10:33 left, another timeout.
Is that a 7-point difference?
That is a 7-point difference.
I did math in my head. So again, a smart play by Kansas, putting Jessica Boom out there on the track.
Jam status. Tennessee regaining their pivot. That is 3-2-9, Alita 1. Track cut called on Jessica Boom. So no lead jammer. Full 2 minutes. Star stash there by Chaos.
Let's see what
Chaos
I mean.
and Olsen have been kind of duking it out there, and Chaos with another forearm.
Oh, no. Sent back to the Apex penalty box as Jessica Boom is released.
And Chaos will serve the amount of time that Boom served.
So not too much.
Not too much, about maybe
not
15 seconds or so.
So this will go, just like NJ said, the rest of this minute and 3 seconds.
4 points go up on the board. Within 3 now, Kansas within 3. As Tennessee needs to lock down that defense, needs to lock down and kill this penalty as Chaos released from the penalty box. We saw what happened last time she was released from the penalty box. She just barreled through.
She went
she
up
is through on her
Olsen.
initials, so this is scoring pass. This will be all scoring passes for both jammers.
Yes. And Jessica Boom sent out by their pivot.
Chaos just moving everyone out of the way.
Said, I don't have time for this. Just want my points. But yes, Jessica Boom picking up 8 points. So right now there's a lead change.
We haven't said that in a while.
It looks like Black Mamba made all of the sacrifices to try to contain Quadza Chaos, sending her to the penalty box, but Quadza Chaos having to come back behind Abella Virus. She's just like, no, I'm done. So Kansas able to pick up
3 more points?
2 points.
3 more points.
This is a 1-point jam. If you cannot hear, the venue is losing their minds. Kansas 124, Tennessee 123. I'm hitting my knee, you guys. That is how excited I am right now. I keep punching my leg.
And Tennessee is going to take a timeout and talk it over with 8 minutes left, 8:03 left.
Yeah.
And like you said, the venue crowd is going nuts. Nothing wakes someone up much like a comeback. 51-point comeback.
We are all losing our minds.
Lead change. Everybody drink
water. Exactly. Some of us have practice.
I'm going to take a swig.
Me too. Even my cat is excited for Kansas. Nice sociopath.
Yes, Banshee. Damn.
Woo. You can see all the skaters on the track are just being like, okay, we can take a break. Let me take a break.
And by the way, we're going to take this time. I don't think we talked about how both of these teams got here.
No, you did not.
Okay, so Tennessee lost to Pennsylvania but beat Louisiana and North Carolina for a 2-1 record. Kansas beat North Carolina, lost to California, but beat Saskatchewan and beat Virginia for a 3-1 record.
Yes.
If they were to win this, 4-1 record.
Wow,
Not
amazing.
too shabby.
See why I want to be adopted by Team Kansas? Just saying.
Seriously, guys, if you can make that happen, start the paperwork. I'll co-sign on it. It's okay.
Yay.
As Black Mamba's serving a penalty, so down one blocker is Kansas, as we got Trans Jam and Rolla exploding off the line.
Beast Mode trying to provide some especially with Olsen and no
Yet
El Paso
again.
on the track. Olsen able to skate all the way back to the jammer line.
But also recycled is Rolla. Lead jam status is Trans Jam, second for her,
Yes.
12-point total.
Yeah, able to take on Hippie Shin Kicker and win. But Rolla not to be undone through on her initial.
And Trans Jam calls it off, but not before picking up
2
points.
2 points.
Three
Three.
points.
All the numbers.
And
so
lead change. Everybody drink water.
126 Tennessee to 124 Kansas. And the Apex penalty box is clear, so this jam will have all of the players.
Full strength 5-on-5, hitting the 7-minute left for this bout. Tennessee 126, Kansas 124.
Just Ducky, I had to pause the Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian is quite the show, so, and this is also quite the show
show
as well.
Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tart,
Through.
6 lead jam status. She's working with 29 points. Hot on her heels is Hart.
Dang
a lot
right.
of H's there, alliteration.
And they are speeding up both packs. Pop-Tart through, I think, was able to pick up at least two. Yep, 2 points in that jam, increasing Tennessee's lead by 4. So 128
That was
to
big,
124.
and if they can do that a few
the
more
little,
times,
yep,
the little things.
Little things.
Get
1
out
2
in front,
points.
get out in
Call
front.
it. 1 2 point. Call it. Yep.
And that chips away 30, 40 seconds on the clock, adds a few points to your total. And if there's anyone better to do that, then it's the Truth.
Oh. Yeah.
As the Kansas bench shudders as they see the Truth.
And Jessica, boom.
Boom. With the star. No, it looked like star was in her hand for some reason, but not. It is on her head. 9th lead jam status for boom.
Yes. It looks like the Truth taking on Sweet Assassin and Olsen, but then also has to deal with Black Mamba and number 317.
Track cut called on the Truth. That gives a power jam for Jessica Boom.
Yes, all of those blockers
4
should be
points on
super
the board.
proud.
You know what that is? That's a tie game. 128 all, just over 5 minutes left in this game. Jessica Boom hits Beast Mode there. Beast Mode keeping her at bay. Gets some help there from Black Mamba as Jessica Boom sneaks on through on the inside lane, putting up another 4 points. 8 total in this jam. 4-point lead. That is a lead change. Everyone drink water.
Mage hitting Jessica out on the inside. Jessica's like, okay, we're good. We have the lead. I can call it, but the Tennessee jammer, the Truth, was released from the penalty box.
So there will be no power start. It will be full strength 5-on-5 as it is empty, as Chaos says, I'm the captain. I want it.
And it looks up. We have Abella Virus jamming for Kansas. I believe that's the first debut.
Chaos out in front. Yes, that is 999 Abella Virus. Chaos with their 6th lead jam status.
There is a forearm called on
Cope. 151.
Both jammers recycled back between turn 2 and turn 3. And Olsen and Black Mamba recycling both in front of
Nice
Chaos,
footwork
able
there
to
by
stay
Chaos.
up inbounds.
4 points. You know what that is? Tie game. 132 all. 3.5 minutes left in the bout, and a star pass has been given to. Is that Hart?
Yes,
Hart playing the pivot there. What's a pivot? Jammer in disguise.
Jammer in disguise. And I believe they are picking up 4 points for Tennessee. Lead change.
Drink.
136 to 132. 3 minutes left in this game.
Okay, I'm exhausted, and we still have about 3 minutes left.
That was an amazing jam by Chaos, reinvigorating her team. I believe why she's wearing that C today.
Ducky, yes, pivots are the transformers of Derby. They are jammers in disguise. You have to say it in robotic voice.
Jammers in disguise.
I'm not good at it, so I will not try it. As we got number 12, Rolla, taking on Pop-Tart. Big hit by Black Mamba. That's no pass, no penalty there. Lead jam goes to Rolla.
Speeding up, holding on. It looks like Tennessee.
Pop-Tart saying, move that pack, move it pack. We got Speedy McGee coming up behind us.
And Rolla having to call off the jam, doesn't pick up any points,
no
but
points
neither does Tennessee. And there is a timeout?
Team timeout called by Kansas. Kansas is going to talk it over, and rightly so. Just over 2 minutes left with a 4-point lead. Tennessee 136, Kansas 132.
Kermit nail-biting gif. Tennessee, suddenly very glad that I never played against Black Mamba.
So a lot of Mamba love out there, and rightly so.
She's having an amazing game today, defensively.
Yeah, every time I look up, I see Mamba doing something.
Yeah.
The last time I watched Kansas, every time I looked up, I saw Olsen do something. Every time there was a defensive, there was Olsen. So same thing, different player, Mamba.
And it definitely looks like they put their power lineup out there because you have no El Paso, Olsen, Sweet Assassin, and Black Mamba as your blockers for Kansas.
And out there is Electric Cow, Alita 1. Can't see the other two, but all-star lineup there for Tennessee. Who do we got jamming? I cannot see as they're both crouched down.
We'll find out.
We'll find out here.
Oh, we have Jessica Boom jamming for Kansas.
It is
Rocket
Kitty.
Very quick,
Big
fast
hit
skater.
there, and recycled all the way to the back there.
Jessica Boom, yours
forearm
to the penalty box.
Forearm called there. Sorry, Chad, for spiking the mic there.
So sorry.
As Jessica Boom on her way to the penalty box. Lead is still open for Rocket Kitty. 1:42 left in the game. Star is in her hand, so as she passes by, there will be no lead as the star is off the helmet.
Team Kansas doing, again, I say it a lot, doing what they do best, holding onto and containing the jammer. Olsen fighting against the number 12 from
Soda
Tennessee,
Pop Ruckus.
Soda Pop Ruckus.
Jammer is standing as Jessica Boom released from the penalty box.
And sometimes that's all you need. Jessica Boom out of the penalty box, out in front.
Looks like we got a start. We got a star pass to 329. Alita 1.
Able to get through Sweet Assassin, but Jessica Boom back.
We got under a minute left, but the jam clock is less. So
this is going the entire time. Little hot, little warm.
Little warm in here. 136 all. Jessica Boom on the outside there.
Track called on Alita 1. Jessica Boom on a power jam. Kansas is coming back to help their jammer get through and get some points.
Soda Pop Ruckus tries last hit. No, 4 points up on the board. 8-point jam lead change. Drink
40 Kansas to
as the jam clock hits 1. As timeout called, Tennessee calls the timeout.
Tennessee calling a timeout. They definitely want
7 seconds
another
left.
jam.
They want one more jam out there, but it will be a power start.
Yes, for Kansas. So right now it is 140 Kansas, 139 Tennessee. Tennessee's jammer is
so yeah,
in
Tennessee
the
had
box.
3 in the pocket while the penalty was called.
Guys, what's happening? What's happening? It was supposed to be a team timeout, not an official timeout. Tennessee definitely called a timeout.
Yeah, he said timeout.
Yeah,
he was standing right in front of us.
Yeah. Heart attack intensifies. I have very sweaty palms right now.
Yes.
This is crazy. My daughter just yelled at me for screaming, and I said I scared her. Understood, Angel. Final jam, power jam, 1-point game. Exactly.
All right, folks. The venue is rocking.
Yes.
The venue announcers are rocking. We're rocking. Chad's rocking. The entire venue is rocking. If you're at home, get up on your feet. Hart
jams for Kansas. Lead jammer.
Lead jam assessed there to Hart. That should do it.
If all she has to do is call it off. She calls off the jam. Unofficial score, Kansas 140, Tennessee 139.
Again, unofficial.
Unofficial, you guys, unofficial. We will. Amazing effort by both teams, Tennessee and Kansas. Tennessee having basically the entire first half of that game. Kansas having to claw their way back.
And they did, chipped away, little at a time.
Still the unofficial score.
But since I think
final score
is 140 to 1, I was just about to say Hart immediately took lead, and the Tennessee Jammer was nowhere near the pack winner, so no points could be.
So it looks like Kansas now went from number 15 to number 9. Tennessee dropping only one level. Only one level, down from 9 to 10.
They had some big victories. They beat Louisiana. They beat North Carolina to finish the weekend at 2-2. Not too shabby. Kansas finishes with 4-1. So we will talk about the MVPs in just a few minutes, as I will confer with my announcer, Mochismo, and then we will be back with interviews with said MVPs. Don't go anywhere.
Absolutely. And both teams doing a very excellent job. We have the honor to announce the MVPs for both teams. The MVP for Team Kansas is Black Mamba.
Of course. And for Team Tennessee, number 480, the captain, Chaos. And don't go anywhere. We will have little short interviews.
We also want to share that the team MVP for BOTAS is Team Kansas.
Team Kansas
so
getting
congratulations.
The team MVP for the 4-day weekend. Like I said, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with those interviews. In a rematch interview from last Battle of the All-Stars, I interviewed MVP then, MVP now for this game. Number 480, your captain. Quads of chaos in all capital letters. Your voice is kind of hoarse, so I'm gonna hold it right up to your mouth. Quite the game there. The Kansas came back from a 51-point deficit What were you doing? What was some talk on chatter on the bench trying to lock down Kansas as the second half started?
Oh man, they came back reformed and they changed some things up during halftime, so that took us by surprise. But we did our best to lock down our defense and get the jammers out. But our jammers were a little exhausted, as you can see. But man, we killed it, and still proud of all of us. And they killed it. They were a great team. They came out of nowhere from last year. They moved up tremendously, so it was a well-fought game regardless.
You came in 9th, leaving 10th. Not too bad. Not too bad. You'll definitely be back next year, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely. And sitting in the middle seed, we knew there wasn't going to be much movement, so we're happy with the results.
Yeah. And if you'll have me, I hope to be back announcing for Chaos and Mage and Beast. Oh, sorry, Beast Mode, as I said, and the Truth and everyone. I hope everyone comes back. Your MVP for Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen. Chaos. Thank you so much.
I am here with the Team Kansas MVP, Black Mamba, but also the team MVP for BOTAS, Team Kansas. How are you feeling?
Tired.
Yeah. I can understand that. You guys fought so hard. 1 point gave you guys the win. What do you want to say about your team and all your hard work you've been doing this entire Battle of the All-Stars?
It was amazing to be a part of a team that was from all over the state, that dug down and instead of sticking with our cliques, meshed together, and especially in 4 days. So it's been nice to be a part of this learning opportunity.
I distinctly remember one of the blockers from Tennessee seeing you coming and just said no. How does that feel when you hear a blocker just regret their life choices because they know you're about to take them out?
I just giggle. It makes me feel amazing, actually.
Well, again, this was an honor and a privilege. I'm Kelly Kruger with Team Kansas's MVP, Black Mamba, and also Team Kansas as the MVP for BOTAS. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Go get your well-deserved rest.
Yes, whiskey. Thank you.